Hey everybody, welcome back to the Slasher Uprising channel, the home of the slasher movie. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. Seeing how this is a channel that's centered on slasher movies, I thought I would spotlight a Blu-ray line that's strictly dedicated to slasher movies. Of course, I'm talking about the 88 film Slasher Classics collection. So in this video, I'm going to be showing every single release from this line. Release number 1 all the way through 56. 88 Films is a company that's based out of the UK, so that means a lot of these titles are region locked. Now there's a few exceptions here and there, but for the most part, you're going to need a region free player to play these Blu-rays. But unfortunately for this line, most of these titles have gone out of print, and as of the current state of this line, as the recording of this video, there have been no new title announcements. This has been my favorite line to collect over the past several years, so I'm excited to show my collection. Okay, so let's get this party started. Up first, the very first release is Graduation Day. And I do have a full review up for this one on the channel if you will check out my Slasher Archives playlist. And you can see right here on the side, this was release number 1. These are numbered. It has the year that the movie was released. So that's a pretty cool little feature. If I can quit bumping the camera here. And then on the back, we've got some bonus features. I've always been a big fan of this movie. There's going to be a few trauma releases in here. I thought this movie was pretty fun. I've always been a pretty big fan of it. So that's number 1. Some of these do have alternate cover art. I probably am not going to pull all of those out. This one is pretty much the same, just without the Slasher Classics logo. So that's number 1 is Graduation Day. The next one is Mother's Day. And there's also a review for this one up on my Slasher Archives playlist. Release number 2, released in 1980. Another trauma. I've always enjoyed this one. This one is one that kind of have to be in the mood for, but it's still pretty fun. I'm so proud of my boys. They never forget their mama. That's so sweet. The next one is Don't Go in the Woods Alone. And this one, it's been a while since I've seen it, so I do need to revisit this one. Warning, this motion picture depicts scenes of graphic violence. Sounds right up my alley. Haven't seen this one in a long time. This is release number 3, released in 1981. Just Don't Go in the Woods Alone. Let's see. The next one is Splatter University. There's a full review up for this one on my Slashers Archive playlist. Pretty fun movie. It's kind of got a religious theme to it. And this is another one. The alternate cover art is actually different. This is the VHS cover art. Let's just pull that out here real quick. And in my review, I kind of touched on the actress here on this cover. Splatter University. Next one is Slaughterhouse. And this one, I remember my parents renting this one when I was young, and I've been a big fan of it ever since. I do need to do a review for this one. Buddy has an axe to grind, a big axe. This is release number 5, released in 1987. And this one kind of takes place at a slaughterhouse, so it's got some Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes to it for sure. I'm not totally sure. I'm gonna pull Splatter University back out here real quick. It was release number 4, released in 1984. The 6th release was Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. They charge an arm and a leg. Of course, this one's got Linnea Quigley, Gunnar Hansen. And let's see here, release number 6, release 1988. It's a chainsaw movie with Gunnar Hansen in it. You gotta love it. Number 7 is Nail Gun Massacre. Another one that I need to revisit. Ha! The nail gun is cheaper than a chainsaw. Release number 7, released in 1985. Here we go. Let's see here. And this one has an alternate cover. Let's go ahead and pop that out real quick. That is pretty cool looking. Definitely dig those colors. Ha! A very penetrating story. As I wrestle that back in, Nail Gun Massacre. Been a while since I've seen it, but I remember really liking it. The next one is Dead of Winter, and this is number 8 from 1987. Spine-tingling suspense. This one's got alternate cover. I remember this cover. It seemed like this one was the VHS cover art back in the day. You know, obviously a good one for like a winter time movie. Release number 8 from 1987. One more time around. Dead of Winter. Xray, this one's really fun. You have nothing to fear until they operate. And that is release number 9 from 1981. I mean, man, 81. What a year for slasher movies. Oh, and this one has the alternate title, which is cool. Hospital Massacre. We're not operating at a higher level intelligence here on this channel. We're just kind of doing the best we can. That's a cool alternate cover though. Cool alternate title. I think I kind of like the Xray a little better. Release number 9 from 1981. That is Xray. The next one is The Boogeyman. And another one I need to revisit. It's been a long time. I kind of always had hope that they would release the Return of the Boogeyman, but this one's probably got the alternate cover. The Boogeyman. There it is. Release number 10 from 1980. Kind of like a supernatural slasher movie. The next one is Bloodsucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh. And just to be honest, I've never watched this one yet. And it's release number 11 from 1991. And yes, just to be honest, I'm slacking here on this one. Looks pretty fun based off the images. Release number 11 from 1991. Looks like we got some alternate artwork, so let's just do that real quick. Bump into the camera again, because we're professionals here. Man, that's cool looking. I dig it. May need to move this one up to the top of my watch list pretty soon, hopefully. Special effects by Tom Savini. That's interesting. And it's got a chainsaw, so how could you possibly go wrong? Oh man, I love this one. Nightmares and a Damaged Brain. The Dream You Can't Escape Alive. Release number 12, 1981. Alternate cover art. Man, talking about getting your bang for your buck with these. And a lot of them, you know, like I kind of mentioned earlier, they just reused the same cover with the without the Slasher Classics collection banner, but they went the extra mile with some of these. It's Nightmares and the Damaged Brain from 1981, release number 12. Love it. Okay, so next up, this was pretty interesting. We ended up with a box set in this collection. And it's the Children of the Corn Trilogy Collector's Edition. And this is releases number 13, 14, and 15. Children of the Corn from 1984. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice from 1992. And then release number 15 was Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest. Now, my issue with this is, I mean, I'm thankful to have them in this box set. I think it's pretty cool. My issue is kind of, like, I feel like they belong in a slasher line. I mean, they are kids killing people after all. With a supernatural element, of course. My problem is if you're not going to release them all, why get it started? It's kind of my issue. But anyway, Stephen King's Children of the Corn. Release number 13 from 1984. There you go. So the alternate is the same without the banner for this one. Then the next one is Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. I always really liked this one. Release number 14 from 1992. Look at that. Only a face a mother could love. Oh, this one has some alternate cover art, so let's have a look at that. The children are home alone too, but their parents are never coming back. You gotta love taglines. They just seem to help out a movie so much sometimes, I think. Kind of gets the brain all stirred up. That's Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice, release number 14 from 1992. In the blue cases, oh, I guess you guys have noticed the blue cases. Not a huge fan of them. I mean, the rest of them have been red so far. They won't always stay that way, so more on that later. Release number 15 from 1995. Of course, like I said, kind of slasher elements with the kids murdering the adults. Then you have the He Who Walks Behind the Rose. Got a supernatural element. There's the city with the corn with the glowing eyes. That's pretty cool. Children of the Corn 3 Urban Harvest. I've always enjoyed this one. This one kind of gets a little bit of hate from what I can recall, but pretty fun. Release number 15 from 1995. Moving on, release number 16 is Scarecrows, and I absolutely love this one. Have childhood memories of this one. Remember renting it on VHS back in the day with my parents. Release number 16 from 1988. Kind of like a supernatural Scarecrow slasher movie. So this one has the VHS cover art. Man, I swear, when I seen that back in the VHS, on the VHS tape back in the day, which I have a copy on VHS, by the way. But man, I used to stare at that as a kid. That VHS cover art just always just kind of suck you in. Scarecrows, trespassers will be violated. Release number 16 from 1988. Next up is a fun one. I love this movie. Sleepaway Camp II, Unhappy Campers. And this one is release number 17 from 1988. This is, you know, this might be controversial, but man, I think I might like this one better than the first one. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And talking about capturing your imagination, this cover art, man. And here's the alternate cover. Nightmare Vacation 2. She's back. Sleepaway Camp II, Unhappy Campers. Release number 17 from 1988. And by the way, since I did bring this up with the Children of the Corn movies, I was always kind of annoyed they didn't release the first movie in this line. We got the second one and the third one. So here's Sleepaway Camp III, Teenage Wasteland. Release number 18 from 1989. This is also a fun movie. It's a little bit of a step down from part 2, but I still do enjoy it. Look like we got some alternate cover here. You guys can, I know you guys are loving me wrestling around with these things, but I think it's worth checking out. Angela, the Angel of Death, is back. Hell yeah. Sleepaway Camp III, Teenage Wastelands. Hey, you guys make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about these movies. Release number 18 from 1989. The next one is Scalps. Really fun supernatural slasher. They come from the grave to get revenge. So obviously anything coming back from the grave, you're throwing the supernatural elements in. This is release 19 from 1982. This one's a lot of fun. Some alternate cover art. Pretty cool looking. Which one do I like better? I guess maybe this one. I guess I'm more used to this one. A lot of the times I just keep the ones that have the Slasher Classics banner. But man, I really like that they went the extra mile with a few of these. Well, actually several of them. So that's release number 19 from 1982. Next one is DriveIn Massacre, another fun one. Look at that cover art, that's so cool. Love the bloody car with the skulls. Release number 20 from 1977. You know, it's probably around the time, 1977, you know, the drive-ins were really booming at that time. So this would have been a amazing movie to check out. As, you know, really any of these, but DriveIn Massacre. Let's see what we got here. Yep. The big screen. Your nightmares are about to come true. Don't hide your friends in the trunk. Man. It's DriveIn Massacre. Release number 20 from 1977. Next up, release number 21 is Prozzie, and I haven't seen this one in a really long time. Release number 21 from 1983. I can already see it's got alternate cover art here. Maybe I should be paying more attention. Double Jeopardy is the alternate title. That's actually what I knew this by. What are we doing here? Okay. Work with me. So that's pretty cool. So it's basically the same cover with just the alternate name. Prozzie, Double Jeopardy. Release number 21 from 1983. Next up is The First Power. Release number 22 from 1990. This one, if I remember correctly, has some supernatural elements. It's kind of like a detective story, kind of like something like Seven. It's been a while since I've seen it. I was always a Lou Diamond Phillips fan. There's the alternate cover art. Obviously some satanic elements to it. Been a while since I've seen this one. In the Name of Satan. So that's the first power. Release number 22 from 1990. Next up, man, The Intruder. This movie is just amazing. I love this movie. This one never gets old. Release number 23 from 1989. This has some fantastic kills in it. It's got a brief cameo appearance from Bruce Campbell. There was a lot of people involved from Evil Dead 2 in this one. It's got alternate cover art. This is what I think the VHS had this cover, but I actually have the VHS that has a different cover from this, so go figure. A New Dimension in Terror. From the creators of Evil Dead 2. Really fun. Really fun 80s slasher. And I think this one, yep, is a full moon film. So that's Intruder. Release number 23 from 1989. Okay, so next up we have Mountaintop Motel Massacre. This is another childhood favorite of mine. Release number 24 from 1986. Get the original artwork. Please don't disturb Evelyn, she already is. It's a pretty cool tagline. Kind of interesting movie. She's kind of she runs a motel, obviously, and she's going underneath the motels. There's like a tunnel, and she's stalking her victims by going underneath the floorboards of each of the rooms. Next up we have Return to Horror High. Of course you can see George Clooney's name right there. School spirit has never been this dead. Release number 25 from 1987. Moving right along here, see if we got there's some alternate cover art. Killer to the left, killer to the right. Stand up, sit down, fright, fright, fright. Moving right along. Hide Go Shriek, another childhood favorite of mine. This one takes place in a furniture store. I think it's got a group of kids graduating high school. Let's see, release number 26 from 1988. They're recently graduating and they sneak in this furniture store. It has, I think, 3 different levels, and there's an elevator that goes up and down all the different levels, and they play a game of hide and go seek. And of course, they're locked in with a killer. That's Hide and Go Shriek, and the terrifying tradition of Friday the 13th. Well, besides, you're not at a camp, and it's not a hockey mask killer. But other than that, it's exactly the same. Hide and Go Shriek, childhood favorite. Shocking ending. Next up, another favorite of mine, Just Before Dawn. The Nightmare Has Just Begun. Release number 27 from 1981. There's still so many of these I need to do reviews for. I've been doing a little bit better job of mixing some of these in. There's the alternate cover art. This is the cover I'm more familiar with. Just Before Dawn. Release number 27 from 1981. Next up is Happy Hell Night. Release number 28 from 1992. I've always enjoyed this one. You got a killer priest in this one. Frat Fright, alternate title, alternate cover art. The screams you hear will be your own. And if you can see in this image right here, there's the killer's weapon of choice. He's locked up in sort of like a, almost like an insane asylum. But he's in there all by himself. It's pretty interesting. 25 years ago, he sold his soul to the devil. Now, it's time to pay. That's Happy Hell Night, release number 28 from 1992. Next up, and this is one that I have never seen. I've never watched this one yet. Luther the Geek. Release number 29 from 1990. So if there's any fans of this one out there, be sure to let me know. Finger licking good. There's some alternate cover. Very cool. I actually think I like that. Yes, that's miles better than the other one. Fumble through this. This is Luther the Geek, release number 29 from 1990. Next one is the Toolbox Murders. Got mixed feelings on this one. I do enjoy it for the most part. Bit by bit by bit, he carved a nightmare. I thought this one started off really strong and then it does kind of slow down. This is release number 30 from 1978. This is one of those situations where I do enjoy the remake much better. It's the alternate cover. Release number 30 from 1978. The next one is another favorite of mine, The House on Sorority Row. This one also got a remake. Release number 31 from 1983. There's the jester. Very, very sad looking jester. This is the original cover art. Actually doesn't look very scary, but you know, it's a pretty iconic image for this movie. House of Evil, alternate title. This is another one of those that Kind of starts off with a tragic event in the past, and kind of like a revenge storyline. Release number 31 from 1983. Next up is Slaughterhouse Rock. And I've not seen this one in a good while. The last time I watched it was actually on VHS. This was release 32 from 1988. And to me, this one is more of a creature feature than a slasher movie. That being said, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I will have to definitely revisit it. Looks like the cover art's basically the same. Just the banner. Release number 32 from 1988. Yeah, in my opinion, it's a little strange that this one is in this line, but I'll take it. Next up is Sweet 16. What terrors are unleashed when a girl turns Sweet 16. Release number 33 from 1983. I recently revisited this one. We got a young girl turning 16 that all the boys are after, and of course they start getting picked off one by one. But who's doing the killing? You have to watch the movie to find out. Sweet 16. Release number 33 from 1983. So many great films in this line, just unreal. Next up, we have Blood Harvest. This is another movie that I recently checked out a couple of months ago. A cocktail of vengeance and lust. And speaking of the lust part, this movie has a ton of nudity. Release number 34 from 1987. The main actress in this, she's nude a lot of the movie. There's what the alternate cover is going to look like. And really have not gotten into it, but there's a card on the side here. Some of these have cards, some of them have posters, some of them have little booklets. Blood Harvest. And the body count alone puts it into Friday the 13th territory. It's pretty cool. And this Tiny Kim dude in this movie, very interesting character to say the least. Blood Harvest. Release number 34 from 1987. The next one is a favorite of mine, Alice, Sweet Alice. If you survive this night, nothing will scare you again. Wow. Release number 35 from 1976. You know, if you can make out the image of this guy, he is super creepy. Definitely a person that you would never want your children around. A story of unnatural love and unnatural death. Holy terror. It's too late for prayers. Introducing Brooke Shields. Some pretty cool alternate cover art there. Alice, Sweet Alice, great movie. This is what my VHS cover looks like. Release number 35 from 1976. Here's another fun one. Offerings. Remember him before he dismembers you. And this one is notorious for being like a Halloween ripoff. All besides it happens around Christmas, obviously. Release number 36 from 1989. Offerings. Really fun movie. Kind of, usually if you hear anybody say anything about this movie, they will refer to it as a Halloween ripoff, and I get that. But I think for what it is, I still think it's fun. That is Offerings. Release number 36 from 1989. Something tells me this gift's not going to keep until Christmas. Next one, another fun movie, Bad Dreams. When Cynthia wakes up, she'll wish she were dead. Release number 37 from 1988. I remember the advertisement of this movie was just all over the place when this one was coming out. There's a booklet. It's got the actress, and I don't remember her name, but she was from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. It's just an iconic image for this movie. It's a Scream. Basically the same. This one kind of goes in supernatural territory. That's Bad Dreams from 1988, release number 37. Next up, another supernatural slasher, Frightmare, the Ultimate Nightmare. Release number 38 from 1983. And I recently revisited this one as well. There's the alternate title, alternate cover art. And hold it down here. The Horror Star. And it's basically like a, sort of like a Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, Peter Cushing type horror icon, starred in horror movies. He passes away and his grave is stolen from the mortuary, and he comes back to life and starts killing people. Very young Jeffrey Combs is in this movie. Release number 38 from 1983, Frightmare. Next up, Popcorn, buy a bag, go home in a box. Man, always loved that tagline. First time I ever said that on a video. Release number 39 from 1991. Always enjoyed this one. Nothing interesting. Always love that image. Basically the same. I also have a steelbook of this movie. Popcorn, buy a bag, go home in a box. Release number 39 from 1991. Moving right along, we have Student Bodies. There is a full review up for this one on the channel. Just check out the Slasher Archives playlist. Release number 40 from 1981. This one is a slasher comedy. I always like the scene where the killer's trying to decide on a weapon. There's a lot of really good options, and he ultimately picks the paper clip. Pretty funny. And he keeps stepping in the bubble gum as he's going up the steps, and it's pretty funny. Student bodies. The laugh count begins. Oh, this actually reminds me, there's an on-screen body count when people are getting murdered. There's 13.5 murders. So it's kind of funny seeing where she wouldn't harm a fly and she swats the fly, and it gives you the half body count. Pretty funny. Release number 40 from 1981. Next up is Terror Train, and this is the very first movie that I reviewed for the Slasher Archive series. All aboard if you dare. Release number 41 from 1980. Of course, stars Jamie Lee Curtis. You have a killer who's wearing multiple costumes, which makes it fun. Oddly enough, David Copperfield's in this movie. There's some of the other masks. I always really liked the lizard mask. That was cool. This one's cool too. Terror Train. Fun movie. And it's really cool down here. It says Happy Anniversary. I actually have another copy of this movie that says Happy Halloween. I think it's maybe a VHS copy or something. Or it could be a DVD. But it's crazy, like every time I see that banner on one of these movies, it says something weird. It's like the people that put these out are really messing with you or something. But I actually think there are a graduating class going on a trip or something. Anyway, release number 41 from 1980, Terror Train. Fun movie. Next up is another fun one, Christmas Evil. Release number 42 from 1980. Another killer Santa Claus movie. This guy actually thinks he's the real Santa Claus. He's got a book and he's spying on kids around the neighborhood, and he's got a full profile of each one if they're naughty and nice. And it's really weird. He works at a toy factory, which is really cool. Christmas Evil. Better watch out, better not cry, or you may die. Yeah, I always try to watch this one during December. I kind of put it on like a every other year watch cadence for me, because there's so many great Christmas horror movies. So I do this one about every other year. That's Christmas Evil from 1980, release 42. Moving right along. Release number 43 is Schizoid. And I really enjoy this movie, but it's been a good while since I've seen it. Release number 43 from 1980. Another one that I need to revisit. And here we are with the black cases. And just to point out, I did notice, and should have said something, Christmas Evil actually had a clear case. So we're entering some bizarre territory here. I personally always like the red cases. Maybe the black ones are cheaper. Anyway, moving right along with Schizoid. There's no clue for what this maniac has in mind. If he doesn't have a clue, I sure don't have a clue. Anyway, yes, definitely one I need to revisit. Some of these newer titles I've not gotten around to. Release 43 from 1980. Next one is 10 to Midnight, Charles Bronson movie. A cop, a killer, a bloody deadline. Bronson is back on the streets. Release number 44 from 1983. Another black cover. See, I'm not even opened up the cards yet on this one. 10 to Midnight. Gotta love that Charles Bronson cover art. I do think that I like this one over here better. One I need to revisit. Release number 44 from 1983. Next up is one that I have never seen, Moon and Scorpio. I really love this cover art, how it has the skull and the clouds and the kind of decrepit looking boat. Almost looks like a sort of a ghost ship or something. There's a Bad Moon Rising. Release number 45 from 1987. So I've not ever seen this one. If anybody has watched it, be sure to comment below and let me know what you think about it. Looks like there's a poster with it and some cards. Cover art's basically the same. The black cases are nice, there's no doubt about it, but I'll miss the red ones. Release number 45 from 1987. Moving right along, New Year's Evil. This is another one that I have a full review for on the channel. Don't dare make New Year's resolutions unless you plan to live. New Year's Evil. Release number 46 from 1980. If it sounds like I'm kind of struggling from where I'm sitting, sometimes it's kind of hard for me to see what some of these taglines are, but just work with me. Plus their words, I'm still trying to figure them all out. There we are. And for some reason I do have this one turned around, probably just because it's this other cover art. Would have been better if they would have, well, that works out though, because it's got the banner on the outside. Pretty fun movie. It's a kind of an outrageous concept. A celebration of the macabre. Release number 46 from 1980. And one thing about this movie, I thought they did an amazing job at setting this one up for a sequel. And it's too bad that never happened. Next up is Grandmother's House, and this is one that my parents used to rent a lot for me and my sister. We used to watch this one all the time. Release number 47 from 1988. I haven't watched it. I've only watched this once since I've got this Blu-ray. And here's the cover art that I remember. I'm pretty sure it's Brink. Yep, it's Brink Stevens that's in this one. She'll spoil you to death. But Pretty iconic cover art. For me, anyway. And that's Grandmother's House from 1988, release 47. Another one that I have not watched, Dark Room. Never seen this one. Release number 48 from 1989. Be sure to let me know if you have seen this one. Quite a few. It's kind of wild how many I've not actually watched, but I collect so much stuff. I've not opened the cards yet. I collect so much stuff, it's hard to get time for everything. Here's a alternate cover art, Dark Room, where old passions develop. Sounds steamy. Man, those cards look pretty cool too. That is Dark Room, release 48 from 1989. Next up is Blind Date. I actually have watched this one. This is a pretty strange movie in my opinion. Release number 49 from 1984. And it's kind of like they almost set this guy up as a superhero. He was kind of a weird dude. I never did open the cards. Some alternate cover art for Blind Date. And I almost felt like they were setting him up as a superhero, and kind of when it ends, it's like they were expecting to do a sequel, but I don't know if this movie was just poorly received or what happened with it. But anyway, lots of speculation, I don't know. Blind Date, release number 49 from 1984. I thought it was okay. Next up is Maniac. Man, you go from one of the least favorites to the maybe, you know, within the top 5 easy. Release number 50 from 1980 is Maniac. This is one of the best movies on the line for sure. Looks like it's got a poster. He warned you not to go out tonight. And there's the original cover art. I just love that. That's awesome. So you've got, here's the new cover art. Man, I love the simple original cover art. I dig them both, but man, I like the original much better. And that is Maniac. I actually like the remake of this one as well. Release number 50 from 1980. Next up is Skinned Alive. I've not watched this one, haven't never seen it. Release number 51 from 1990. I think for a while I was getting this one confused with another movie called Skinned Deep. I think that's what it's called. It's a Warwick Davis movie. Oh, there's some alternate artwork. Little collector's card. And the alternate artwork is that design. Unhinged, insane, totally out of control. Wow, sounds fun. Looks pretty cool. If there's any Skinned Alive fans out there, be sure to let me know. Release 51 from 1990. Moving right along, Funeral Home. This is one that I watched as soon as I got it in. I had the old DVD of it. They did a good job with this Blu-ray, by the way. And this movie is a pretty slow burn. And looking at the cover art here, I mean, you know, it definitely looks like it would be a zombie movie. Funeral Home, release number 52 from 1980. This one, I've got mixed feelings about it. The alternate title is Cries in the Night. And it's basically the girls hearing whispering and arguing and stuff down in the basement at nighttime. It'll have you screaming for the morning. What does that say? They were warned. They were all warned. Don't go down to the cellar. Yep. Kind of a slow burn movie. I still like it. Not one of my favorites, but had fun revisiting it this time. Release number 52 from 1980. Next up is Dark Night of the Scarecrow. And I absolutely love this movie, made for TV movie. Actually, there's actually a sequel for this one out now. I have the Blu-ray ordered for it. It's not come in yet. Release number 53 from 1981. And this one, it's got the alternate cover art, the original cover. Although that is a pretty neat new design there. I like it. There's the DVD image. It's pretty cool. Booklet. And there is the original cover art. Dark Night of the Scarecrow. And man, as simple as that is, I still feel like I like it the best. Really fun movie. Great story. Kind of like a wrongfully accused revenge story. That's Dark Night of the Scarecrow, release 53 from 1981. The next one is Mortuary, and it's not a zombie movie. Before your funeral, before you're dead, before you're covered with the last shovel of dirt, be sure you're really dead. Mortuary, where nobody rests in peace. Release number 54 from 1982. This one has a very young Bill Paxton in it. Pretty decent slasher movie. I enjoy it. Haven't been back to this one in a while. And the alternate cover is basically the same cover. It's kind of wild how, you know, some of them are basically the same cover on the flip side without the banner. It's like, where's the artist doing this stuff at for this movie? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's Mortuary. Release number 54 from 1982. I enjoy this one. Next up is Incubus, and I rewatched this one not too long ago. This one is another one that's a slow burn. Release number 55 from 1981. This one has an alternate cover. This is the best cover in my opinion. He is the Destroyer. The incubus, the dreams, the nightmares, the desires, the fears, the mystery, the revelation, the warning. He is the Destroyer. I do like this one. Like I said though, it's a slow burn. Definitely glad to see it get this release, as I'm kind of monkeying around with this cover, but and last up, we have Wacko. And this one looks like a comedy. At last, a motion picture made by, for, and about people just like you. Release number 56 from 1982 is Wacko. There's the, look like some kind of whipped cream or something there. Pretty interesting. This one has a see-through black cover with some alternate cover art. That's cool. Not ever seen this one. Be sure to leave me comments below on any of these that I've not seen, or even some of the ones I have seen. Let me know what some of your favorites are. There's plenty of room for discussion with these. This has been my favorite line to collect over the past several years, and I don't know if this line's going to continue. One thing that I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, if they would kind of do some of the, you know, kind of newer, you know, more titles from the late 90s, maybe early 2000 through maybe 2005 and older. I think that would be really cool. It'd give them a lot of wiggle room to bring out a lot of new titles. But anyway, release number 56 from 1982. And that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment below, and let me know what you think about the 88 Film Slasher Classics collection. And as always, I would like to thank you all for watching.